Hello guys, it's your Quant, and in this video we are going to discuss about bad token economics. So I was chatting with one of our private club members and we were discussing about DYDX and how bad the token economic is. So if we look at DYDX, so I think it's the leading perpetual DEX, decentralized exchange. The UI is super cool, the UX is super cool, I think it's very easy to use, very cool, but I would not invest in the token. So if we look at the token, we had some all-time high 3 years ago now, like 2 years and a half, at $23, and now the price is sitting at $4. And so you would probably think like, oh, that looks like a good investment, especially that we saw like this accumulation phase, and now we are like probably going out of it. And what if like it goes back to all-time high? Unfortunately, it's unlikely to go back to all-time high, and let me explain why. If we look at the market cap, you see that we already have the same market cap as for the all-time high. What does it mean? It means like the dilution of the coins have been crazy in the past 3 years. So it means like you had a bunch of influx, investors like getting some money from the investment they made, being able to sell the tokens and everything. That's super bad. And I think if we compare the price, so it's sitting at $4.1 here. So let's try to look back when it was like at $4.1. So it was like 13th of April, let's say. Yeah. Now if we compare to the market cap, now so currently the market cap is like $1.2 billion, kind of like a big project. And if we look in April, it was like $250 million. So you see that the token got diluted 4.5 times. So it has like a crazy inflation, way more than euro, way more than dollars, and way more than any other like big fiat currency. So that's why it's unlikely to make all-time high. And now let's get into a bit more details about, I would say, the shady things hiding behind the scene in crypto. And some shady things could happen with the market maker. So for some projects, it's just like they've raised so much money through investment and through VCs that at some point the VC gets some unlocks and they can sell. The idea here is like, what we know about in crypto is like being a good project is not enough. You want to have a good token economics. DYDX is a super cool project, but the token economics is super bad, and I will not invest into it, especially on the long term. I would trade it for sure, and I will use the product, but I will not trade the coin. The thing is that on some projects, you have some crazy thing going on behind the scene that are manipulating the price and everything. And it's always about looking at who is the market maker and what kind of deal does the token has with the market maker itself. So here we can see that Wintermute is one of the biggest crypto market maker, is receiving a bunch of DYDX tokens like every quite like usually it's quite usual. I think it's like $200K of tokens. So what's the deal they have behind the scene? I don't know. And I think I would be curious before investing into the coins to have like DYDX team explaining the deal they have with Wintermute and making sure the deal they have is, I think, a good deal for the investors and for the community. And that's the thing. Sometimes in crypto, I'm hearing crazy stories and you are like, okay, I don't want to touch this coin for sure, just because of what's happening behind the scene in terms of market making and everything. So that's why fundamental analysis in crypto is so important. We've seen that through trading, I would say, if you look at the coin and at the price action, that timing the market is key, definitely, because if you had invested like 2 years ago on DYDX, you were waiting and you will still be down against against Bitcoin quite decently. And that's very bad because you want to overperform and extract as much as possible. And there is no point like being on DYDX if Bitcoin is offering a better like risk reward by far. So that's the first thing. So you want to time the market, you want to get the smart exposure. You also want to be exposed to the best, I would say, fundamental in crypto. That's why we have the private club still opened. It's just because to help you filter, and we will do all the research, of course, not a financial advice, but try to help you, like guide you in your research to make sure that you are on the right tokens with the right fundamental, the right token economics, and after that, you want to time the market the proper way. And I think the fourth thing I would add is like try to be on tokens where the market maker behind the scene is a good market maker. And I think it's I don't say like there is good and bad market maker, like it's that simple, but honestly, you have some market maker you want to avoid, and you don't want to invest in these kind of coins. I would end up by saying like, does like that GYDX looks cool here? It does. But when you look at the dilution, you're like, okay, the project can really do a 2x, 3x, 4x, even more. No risk for that. But still, I don't think it was like a good risk reward 1 year, 2 years ago. And that's why I didn't have like any GYDX in my portfolio. I do trade it sometimes and I do use the product, but I'm not an investor into GYDX. And I would not like think with the token for long term. And I think just the thing we mentioned before is explaining it the proper way. And I think really like perhaps right now it's a good price to enter, to play some trading and everything, but still the conclusion of the video is like there is many things you want to look at in crypto: fundamental, timing the market, token economics, and then the market maker behind the project. And it's kind of like very hard to access, to do all the research on everything, but you want to do it. And that's the only way to really beat the market the proper way and have the best risk reward. So that was it. That was just a word on DYDX and the crazy dilution they had. 4.5, I think. Yeah, we said like 4 times diluted in like 3 years, something like that. So it's crazy, right? It's crazy. And be super cautious, especially when we are in a bull market, everything is going all right. But when the bull market will stop, this is where you want to really avoid bad token economics. Otherwise, you will just get slaughtered for months and months and months. It was your quants. Feel free to share the video. Perhaps it will help and protect one of your friends. I don't know. And see you soon.